Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Noah, back again with another YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality. And today on this beautiful morning, I'm going to be talking about the benefit of walking barefoot. Now you see, before we actually invented shoes, right, all we were doing was walking around barefoot. And so with that in consideration, it is important for us to understand the benefits of walking around barefoot. Now, if you guys don't know, I actually walk around barefoot pretty much everywhere that I go, unless I am actually going out. Like to the store or something, right? No shirt, no shoes, no service. But something that's very important about, as I just watched a duck fly by, there's actually a lot of ducks in my community that I live in, but it is important to understand the value of walking barefoot. You see, I walk around barefoot almost everywhere that I go. And because of this, you know, people look at me like I'm crazy, right? People don't really understand what it is that I'm actually doing. But when we walk around barefoot, especially on grass, this opens up a multitude of benefits for us. You see, when we walk around barefoot, we are actually grounding ourselves to Mother Nature. We're actually connecting with Mother Gaia. And what this actually does for us is we are electromagnetic beings. You see, and because of this, there is a lot, pretty much all of us get charged by the sun. You know, I was talking about this in my previous video, but about going outside. You know, the sun is so healing and it charges us so much. But the sun is actually a lot more beneficial when we aren't wearing shoes, right? Think about your hands, right? You don't really wear anything on your hands, you know, unless you have to put on gloves or something like that, right? But so it should be the same for your feet, right? Your feet need all of the same nutrients and minerals and exposure to the ground as your hands do, you know what I mean? And so what this does when we walk around barefoot, especially on grass, you know what I mean, we are actually grounding ourselves to Mother Nature, and because of this, it's actually charging us. All of our, you know, cellular nerve endings are actually getting charged and fed with a bunch of nutrients from the ground. You know, and this is important, especially in the grass, but you can do this wherever you go, you know what I mean? As long as you have to walk into a store, right? But I do this pretty much as much as I can. You know, a lot of people don't really like to do it on like the pavement or the, you know, road or concrete, which is fine. But I like to do it because even though it's not on the ground, you know, I'm getting closer because I don't have my shoes on. I'm actually a lot closer to the earth's surface than if I were to be wearing shoes. And another thing about walking around barefoot is that because it charges you from the ground up, you know, you're actually getting revitalized from the soil and all the nutrients in the grass. You know, you have to think about it. There's a lot of different bugs and different insects that actually live in the ground. And because of this, it means that there's life, you know what I'm saying? And because there's life, the grass actually gives you life. You know, this is why a lot of people say that it's important to hug trees, right? A lot of you might have heard the term tree hugger, right? It sounds kind of funny, but you know, a lot of people actually will make fun of you, but in reality, hugging trees are very beneficial as well. Because yet again, we are connecting with Mother Gaia, with Mother Nature, you know, and a lot of the times when we wear shoes, a lot of our shoes has rubber on it, and the rubber actually blocks us from being able to become grounded. You know, that's another benefit of walking around barefoot, is that it grounds you, you know, it makes you a lot more present to the moment. And this all goes hand in hand with, you know, going outside, right? When we walk barefoot, especially on grass, it starts to ground us, right? We become a lot more present with what it is that we're doing. And because of this, we're able to notice a lot of the small things in nature that we might have not been able to notice before. When I started walking around barefoot outside, right, I started to notice that in my community, there's actually different trees, right? It's not just tall palm trees where I live. And this is a crazy realization for me, because it made me able to realize all of the small, beautiful things about nature, you know, and about what it is that we have created as humans. You know, not only that, but you might be able to notice that there are birds or squirrels, you know what I mean, or ducks, right? And so this is why it's very important to walk around barefoot. You know, try practicing this. You know, a lot of people are going to judge you, and a lot of people are gonna think that you look weird. You know, but that's okay. That's 100% acceptable, and that's 100% understandable, because we are, you know, losing connection with Mother Gaia. And when we wear shoes, the rubber actually blocks us from getting all of the vital nutrients into our body. You know, it blocks us from actually getting exposure to all the beneficial minerals within the soil, right, within the grass. Like I said before, the grass, there's so many insects and so many different things living in it that, you know, we are also alive. And so we have to remember that we are also alive, and because of this, that is why it is so beneficial to walk around on the grass with your bare feet. You know, I'm getting healed just by standing here, you know what I'm saying? And it feels wonderful, it feels great. And I love walking barefoot because it brings me back to, you know, this moment. It really grounds me. And so there's a lot of different benefits to walking around barefoot, you know what I mean? Like I said before, it's very grounding. There's a lot of nutrients as well as very essential minerals that actually can charge up your body, you know, and this, while you're getting vitamin D, is the ultimate combination, because you are getting charged by not only the sun but the ground. You know, the sun is beaming on the ground, and it's giving the ground life as well, and that life from the ground actually shoots up directly from your feet, you know, into your body, and it charges you. And so this is why it is very important to walk around barefoot. And these are some of the benefits that you experience when you walk around barefoot. Very powerful, and I encourage you guys to try this out as well. If you go outside, walk around barefoot for at least, you know, 10-15 minutes per day for a week, and you will be able to tell a difference in when you were just wearing shoes before. I promise you that. But with that being said, my friends, if you want to get your hands on amazing wellness products that I've been using throughout the past week, 2 weeks, that have helped me boost my immune system, as well as giving me all day energy without the crash, right? It's 7:40 in the morning and I feel fully energized. If you want to get your hands on these amazing 100% organic products, make sure to click the first link in my description. You can get up to 15% off. And with that being said, my friends, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night wherever you're at. Thank you guys so much for the support that I've been getting on my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love you. So have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night wherever you're at. And peace, love, and happiness. Mwah.